it's not like basketball where if you're having a bad day, your buddy could pick you up. If you're having a bad day in golf,
it's like doing a free throw. You've shot a free throw thousands of times, but if you miss one, you don't want to change what you're doing for the next shot. As a golfer, like you want to visualize where you want to hit it before you actually hit it. Same thing in basketball. You want to imagine the ball going through, actually see it going through before you shoot it. And he was saying, are you going to get into golf now that you're going to retire from basketball? And you know Josh Kelley, Schwally?
Yeah.
His hole-in-one trick shots.
Yeah, yeah. You know him?
He was my teammate at GAMI.
Yeah, he's like a genuine guy.
Yeah, he is. He's so the same guy in all different contexts. I partied with him a bunch of times, played ball with him.
Really?
Played golf with him.
You never play golf with him?
No, I was trying to arrange a trick shot collab with him.
Oh, damn, Ricky.
Years ago, though, when I was like in my prime.
Oh.
I even visualizing what can he do? Maybe bring a golf club and like hit the basketball as an alley-oop or.
That would have been.
Kind of things. I was, oh well, that was before he got like 500,000 followers or whatever he's got right now. Or I think with sport, number one, you need to have the mental side of it. I think that comes before the physical. Because if you're not committed, motivated, determined, especially in golf when it's a frustrating sport. You know it can be frustrating unless you're like excellent. Because even if you're like an okay golfer, you're gonna be making mistakes during a round, right?
Absolutely.
But you want to put the ball there, and you can't get it exactly there, but then you gotta work it out. It's like a Rubik's Cube. You gotta keep.
It's a good way to put it, like a Rubik's Cube. That's why I don't. You got to do it just for the exercise, and you can't. Like no one's paying you, you know. So, and you're actually paying them to go out there. Why would you want to beat yourself up? But then once when I start keeping track, then I get frustrated because I can hit the ball really far, and then I get in my head, and then that's it.
So you have to ask yourself, what's my strategies to get through that? What would you say your strategies are if you get frustrated after hitting a shot?
You know what I actually started doing is I'll swing the club left-handed. I'll completely do the opposite. So then I'll go to my fundamentals of keeping this through. Okay. So like this is my left-handed swing. We're not playing around here. Right? And then I'll just go to my right-handed swing. And I'll remember to keep this straight even more. And then I'll typically slow it down because I'm thinking, I slowed everything down. I'm flipping it to this side. And I'm remembering, okay, now I got to keep this low. It's like the complete opposite you would think. But golf is such a game of opposites that I feel like it speeds up that process to try to hit the ball better. And all of a sudden I'll hit like I'm playing catch with someone out there. Yeah. The problem with me is I just don't care enough to consistently do it.
What I like that is that you're not focusing on the outcome, you're not focusing on where you're hitting the ball, you're focusing on the process, the mechanics.
Exactly, you go right to the mechanics.
And that's going to help you forget about getting your head too much about the outcome of the previous shot or outcome of the next shot. It's okay, let me just get back into what I've done 1,000 times. It's like doing a free throw. You've shot a free throw thousands of times, but if you miss one, you don't want to change what you're doing for the next shot. So like, there's, for example, like Steve Nash, before he ever stepped up to the foul, or wherever he ever shot, he would go like this.
Yeah.
Before the ref threw him the ball. He's like just a famous, and he's shot 90+% his whole career. So sometimes I think that if I missed a couple shots, I visualize, and that's another key, visualization as a golfer. Like you want to visualize where you want to hit it before you actually hit it. Same thing in basketball. You want to imagine the ball going through, actually see it going through before you shoot it, more likely to go in. There's a lot of research on visualization.
Yeah, the visualization, that's something I need to start doing. But you know how it is, you get distracted from the people you're playing with, you get distracted from yourself, so it's almost comical to think that you're just gonna turn it on once and you're like, okay, now I see what I'm doing, I'm gonna, you know, like you have to be mindful that it's a game of misses too. So as long as I miss and I get away with it, sometimes I miss it and I was like, oh, that sucked. But the guy next to me was like, man, that was awesome. And it's like, that was really a bad shot, you know, but it's a fun sport.
Well, you think about like even through a baseball in there. If you hit the ball 3 times out of 10, you are an all-star level player.
Exactly.
You say you're failing 70% of the time. Same thing basketball. If you're a really good three-point shooter, you're gonna miss more than you're making. You're gonna maybe go 40%. You're missing 6 out of 10.
That's a good point.
You can frame it like, oh, I'm a bad shooter because I'm missing more than I'm making. No, you have to redefine what it means to be successful. And same thing like golf. Okay, you might hit a shot, but it's how much you're making the successful read for it. You know what I mean?
No, it's a very frustrating sport, and anyone that has to do it for a living. Like I got one buddy that he does it for a living, and he was actually on the Open as an amateur. I just don't know how you could. It would be a very tough lifestyle